Hello, man of word, we truly appreciate that you joined us. We are glad that we can support you in your further development. Today's topic is about 5 lessons that everyone should learn from Jeff Bezos. So, let's begin. Welcome to amanofword.com, the most refreshing network in the business world. Why should you pay close attention to this? 1. You will understand how important is the ability to systemize. 2. You will learn that it is easier to invent the future than to predict it. And 3. You will be fully committed to your goals after this article. If we'll talk about success and development, we should really learn from the father of billionaires. To make it short, our subject for today is the richest man in the world, the e-commerce daddy Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos is a former Wall Street computer engineer who founded Amazon in 1994 to sell books online. Now, the Seattle-based company sells books, household goods, and other products through its flagship website. It also manages the Whole Foods grocery chain and offers cloud computing and video streaming services. We prepared for you a list with 5 great lessons that we should learn from Bezos, so make yourself comfortable and enjoy. You will learn these 5 lessons. Be obsessed about your customers, stick with 2 pizzas, keep a close eye on major trends, it is easier to invent the future than to predict it. And be stubborn on your vision. Let's dive in. Lesson 1, be obsessed about your customers. If there is one thing you should know about Bezos, is that he is obsessed with his customers. I can tell you that we have been doing this from the very beginning, and it's the only reason that Amazon.com exists today in any form. We've always put customers first. When given the choice between obsessing over competitors and obsessing over customers, we always obsess over customers. It is because of this obsession that Amazon continues to thrive, although it started way back when the internet was still new. It changed the way customers interacted and sets the benchmark of service quality and response. You could build a store online that simply could not exist in any other way. You could build a true superstore with exhaustive selection, and customers value selection. The most important single thing is to focus obsessively on the customer. Our goal is to be Earth's most customer-centric company. Lesson 2. Stick with 2 pizzas. Bezos seems to believe in small, autonomous groups. Maybe the roots for this go back to his days as a startup CEO. He believes in a 2-pizza rule for teams, meaning that the groups should be small enough to feed with only 2 pizzas. This generally works out to about 5 to 7 people in a team. When teams grow larger, they tend to become less efficient. This inefficiency reduces the output of the team and leads to waste. So keep teams small and let them test. Lesson 3, keep a close eye on major trends. After graduating from Princeton University with a computer science and electrical engineering degree, Bezos worked at Fitel, startup, and then later landed a job at a Wall Street investment bankers trust, where he quickly rose to a senior vice president level. During those periods of climbing up the career ladder, he discovered upon the usage on the neophyte World Wide Web was increasing at 2,300% a year. Because of that, he began to strategically study the top mail order businesses with an understanding that the web could soon replace the mail order. He could see what was just around the corner. And he understood the importance of being ahead of the curve. Like his predecessors, Andrew Carnegie, John D. Rockefeller, J.P. Morgan, to be truly successful you must build an entire industry. If you decide that you're going to do only the things you know are going to work, you're going to leave a lot of opportunity on the table. Lesson 4, it is easier to invent the future than to predict it. I believe it is an Alan Kay quote that says it is easier to invent the future than to predict it. Jeff Bezos applied the same concept to Amazon. When he started Amazon, nobody sold books online, and it was considered strange to buy things online with your credit card. Yet instead of trying to predict what the future was going to be like, he invented it. He innovated with Amazon first with books, then made it the store for everything. With Amazon Prime, Jeff Bezos did the unthinkable, made almost all the products available for the free 2-day shipping, with an Amazon Prime subscription. He innovated with the Kindle e-reader as well as the Kindle publishing platform, that made anyone an author. Furthermore, they have pushed to become a monopoly by pursuing risky ventures, into making smartphones, tablets, voice-controlled assistants, TV, music, movie streaming, 1-hour delivery, groceries, fashion, and tons of other things I don't even know about. Lesson 5, be stubborn on your vision, flexible on details. According to Bezos, good entrepreneurs must be stubborn and flexible. When referring to Amazon, Bezos says, we are stubborn on vision. We are flexible on details. Sticking to the vision is the first part, and being flexible about the tactics is the second part. Bezos adds, if you're not stubborn, you'll give up on experiments too soon. And if you're not flexible, you'll pound your head against the wall and you won't see a different solution to a problem you're trying to solve. There's a challenge in being stubborn and flexible. Bezos warns, the thing about inventing is you have to be both stubborn and flexible more or less simultaneously. The hard part is figuring out when to be which. One of the things I've heard about entrepreneurs is that they are inherently stubborn individuals. They're the natural leaders who like to take charge and have things done their way. In this sense, it seems as if they are close-minded on both tactical details and vision. So while having natural leadership skills is good, one of the characteristics that define good entrepreneurs is being flexible on details. Just ask the guy who built a company from 0 employees to over 117,000. He probably knows a few things about leadership. As a bonus for you, we've selected 5 things that you didn't know about Jeff Bezos, and will help you further to get a little more motivation. Fact number 1, he owns the Washington Post newspaper. Jeff Bezos is not just the CEO of Amazon but also owns the iconic Washington Post newspaper. He purchased the 142-year-old newspaper back in 2013 for $250 million. Since taking over, Bezos has ensured that the media house adopted new technology and increased readership through the digital space. Fact number 2, his ex-wife became one of the richest women in the world after divorce. Mackenzie Bezos makes her debut on the list after finalizing her divorce with Amazon founder Jeff Bezos in July 2019. The award-winning novelist received a quarter of her ex-husband's shares in the e-commerce giant. Today she has a net worth of $59 billion. Fact number 3, the typical Amazon worker only makes $28,466 annually. An Amazon worker earning the $15 minimum wage would need to work about 597,412 hours, or 24 hours a day for about 68 years, just to earn what Bezos makes in 1 hour, Business Insider reported. Fact number 4, Bezos is worth more than the 3 wealthiest U.S. colleges combined. Harvard University has an endowment of $38.3 billion, the University of Texas System has an endowment of $30.9 billion, and Yale University has an endowment of $29.4 billion. Fact number 5, Bezos is worth more than the entire gross domestic product of Morocco. Morocco's GDP is about $118 billion, according to the World Bank. What are the best things to remember from this article? 1. Sometimes even the best starts from the bottom. 2. It is easier to invent the future than to predict it. And 3. A strategy is a must, not a want. Because we get to the end of this, we want to know. What is your favorite fact about Jeff Bezos? And what is the most valuable lesson that you learned today? Until next time, thank you for watching until the end, and if you found this helpful, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell button to be notified for every new learning opportunity. And always remember, man of word, be aware of the person that you can become.